Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cowboy ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The Vikings 43-yard line.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
The pass.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They go play action here on first down. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's caught at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The kicker on.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7-7, our score after 1.
Tied 7-7.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Elliott trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
He was brought down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 6.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Russell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. It's Russell. And he is going to be stopped cold field behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people have to...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 3. That's complete to Smith. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. Third down here.
Complete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Jefferson, incomplete. Coverage on the play by...
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. So we've reached halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cowboys 10.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, we're going to get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it with Smith on first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down. Yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
outside. He hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his leg and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll look to throw again. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
2nd and 10.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
At their own 27-yard line.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Russell, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll look to throw. Well, he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we